Florida declares state of emergency as Hurricane Irma becomes a life-threatening Category 4 storm with 140 miles per hour winds. Hurricane Irma strengthened into a powerful Category 4 storm on Monday, forcing Florida to be declared a state of emergency. Florida Governor Rick Scott declared the state of emergency for all 67 counties in the state on Monday after some forecasts showed the powerful storm could be headed for the East Coast. Meteorologists had earlier predicted the storm posed a serious threat to the U.S. Hurricane Irma is a major and life-threatening storm and Florida must be prepared. I have continued to be briefed by the Florida Division of Emergency Management on Hurricane Irma, and current forecast models have Florida in Irma's path, potentially impacting millions of Floridians, Scott said. Today, given these forecasts and the intensity of this storm, I have declared a state of emergency for every county in Florida to make certain that state, federal and local governments are able to work together and make sure resources are dispersed to local communities as we get prepared for this storm. Irma grew into a Category 4 storm on Monday as it approached the northeastern Caribbean with winds of 140 miles per hour. In comparison, Hurricane Harvey had winds of 130 miles per hour when it made landfall in Texas last week. It is forecast to begin buffeting the region on Tuesday, and the U.S. National Hurricane Center said additional strengthening was expected. Emergency officials warned that the storm could dump up to 10 inches of rain, unleash landslides and dangerous flash floods, and generate waves of up to 23 feet as the storm drew closer. Hurricane watches were posted on Sunday for parts of the Caribbean including Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Martin, Guadeloupe and the British Virgin Islands. The U.S. National Hurricane Center said the center of the storm could near that region late Tuesday and that islands farther north, including the U.S. Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico, should monitor the progress of the storm and be prepared for Irma possibly to head their direction. Irma is a serious threat for the Caribbean islands and United States, AccuWeather-led long-range meteorologist Paul Pastelok said. It is still unclear what path Irma will take as it inches closer to the U.S. Right now, meteorologists believe there are about 3 paths the storm could take. It could move out into the Atlantic and completely bypass the U.S., it could hit the Carolinas, or it could go south and graze Cuba before hitting the Gulf of Mexico, around the Florida Panhandle. Antigua's Prime Minister, Gaston Brown, urged people to take preventative measures in case the storm should keep on its current arc, saying that should include cleaning drains and removing objects that could be sent flying by high winds. Workers began pruning trees and shrubs to reduce chances for branches to tear down power and phone lines. The passage of a hurricane is not a matter to be taken lightly, but we must not panic, Brown said in a statement. The U.S. Hurricane Center said Irma had maximum sustained winds of 115 miles per hour Sunday night, and some strengthening was expected over the next 48 hours. The storm was centered about 710 miles east of the Leeward Islands and moving west-southwest at 14 miles per hour. Puerto Rico's governor, Ricardo Rossello, said government agencies in the U.S. territory were prepared to deal with any emergencies caused by the storm. We have established protocols for the safety of all, he said at a news conference, while he also urged islanders to take precautions. In the Dominican Republic, Public Works Minister Gonzalo Castillo said workers there were clearing away roadworks and also cleaning out blockages of sewer drains. He said President Danilo Medina would hold a meeting with emergencies agencies Monday to discuss storm preparations.